Hey beauties, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you guys are doing well. Let me just say, if you are based in Los Angeles or in that area, I hope you guys are safe and sound. I know there's a very wildfires going on down there, so just all my thoughts are with you guys. If you have any family, friends down there, I hope they're all safe and looked after. Now, back to the makeup. I have received my order for the latest Chanel makeup collection. So this is the spring 2025 makeup collection. I know it came out in the US already end of December. It was just launched here in the UK this week on the 3rd of Jan. So it took a few days to get my order. And I have to say, despite spending an absolute fortune every year at Chanel, I feel like the customer service, maybe not the customer service, but Dior has that loyalty program and it's really, really nice. And I always get some really beautiful gift. I have like a giant notebook. I have some totes, handbags, and they always send you really beautiful and thoughtful gift. Whereas Chanel, they're not, I feel like they really just don't care. They're taking your money and that's it. And I have seen other YouTubers and reviewers having the same reflection. I don't know what about you guys in the US, how it is, but I know here, so I've spent about close to £700 just on my last order. And they've sent me two mini perfume sample and that's it. If this was at Dior, I would have received a beautiful gift, very big, large samples of so many products. I don't know, I feel like they really just take your money and that's it. But with that said, it's not going to stop me buying from Chanel because this collection, oh my god, wow, like I wanted all product, but I just couldn't justify buying all product. So I'm gonna get right into it. So for today's video, I'm going to unbox, swatch, and try on some of the product that I have purchased. I won't be able to try on all of them because there's just too many, so I will divide them in a few videos. But to start with, let's get right into the Jeux de Lumière palette. So this is the multi-use eyeshadow and highlighter palette. It is a limited edition, so many of those pieces here are limited edition. If you're wanting any of them, don't wait too long. Weirdly though, I'm saying this, and I remember when I was back in Dubai, it would be sold out in a matter of a few days, but here in the UK, it never really gets sold out, or very rarely. I feel like in the US, you guys are probably more like Dubai, it just it's out and then it's gone. But I don't know, I feel like not quite the same here in the UK. So this palette is oversized format. So we've been having this type of palette since a few years now. And I have to say, the price tag is a little bit higher, but I really, really like the format because you can use it for eyeshadow, blushes, highlighter. It's just that great multi-use palette. And look at those shades, all shimmery satin finish. You've got tones of pink, peaches, a little bit of orange here, a little bit more taupe-ish. It is gorgeous. This whole collection is so soft and so feminine. I've just realized you can see my baby girl in the monitor here at the back. So I've moved my desk forward, so I have a little bit more space around me. So yeah, we can see that she is napping. So back to this eyeshadow and highlighter palette. I'm going to swatch the shade. I'm going to start with the pink here at the top. Such a beautiful collection. And it's very reflective. It's gorgeous. Look at this. Super buildable as well, which is really nice. And they are all neutral shades, so it doesn't matter if you have a warm, neutral, or cool undertone on your skin. It's going to fit for everyone. So this is the first one, kind of that pink-ish, a bit of a salmon pink tone. Now I'm gonna try this one here. Has a little bit more orange into it. Or just gold, actually. See the reflection, how beautiful this is. Oh, I feel like I'm going to be using this palette a lot. It's not necessarily just spring or summer. It's a good all year around kind of palette. So now moving to this one here, it's a little bit more taupe. And I like how high shine they are. So this is the one. I think that's my favorite shade so far in the whole palette. Well, amongst the 4 shades. So this one here. And then the last one that is much more orange. Or even more bronzy, actually. So these are the 4 shades in the quad. So pinkish, kind of goldish. This is more of a taupe pink and bronzy peach shade. How gorgeous. And see how they're shining, and you can definitely use them as blush and highlighter equally as eyeshadow. Guys, I am loving them, and you really can build the shade. This is gorgeous. Finally, a really good palette at Chanel. I feel like they've let us down a little bit last year with their funky, electrifying colors. But this is gorgeous. This is gold. This is gold. Then we have 4 new shades of the Ombre Essentiel. So they are just the mono eyeshadow. I picked up 3 shades out of 4. I went for the peach pêche glacé, so a frosted peach, the latte frappé, so it's a matte latte kind of color, and the mauve sucré, so frosted purple. I did not pick up the green one because it's really not something that I would be using. Even though it's a really nice color, it's just really not something that talks to me that much. And I still have the one from this summer, last summer I should say, the color Jade. So let's go start with Pêche Glacé. So it's a satin finish and it just looked absolutely gorgeous. So as usual, it comes with the 2 little brush. Look how beautiful this is. So I was really hesitant to pick up this one because I thought it's very, very, very similar to this big eye quad, like this or this. But now that I have it in hand, it's got actually more pink into it than these ones. So I'm happy I picked it up because it's not the same shade at all. So I'm going to swatch it so you guys can see. And I have been using the Ombre Essentiel eyeshadow quite a lot. I just love how they're very practical. They're super long lasting. The quality is amazing. And the colors are beautiful. So this is Pêche Glacé, so frosted peach. It is beautiful. It's got a really nice reflection into it. As the second shade, we have Latte Frappé, so kind of a shaken latte. Oh, how beautiful is this? I think, so they're saying the color of the year is that mocha Panettone color. I think this is quite close actually. This is beautiful. Right up my alley. I feel like I need to wear, that's kind of that camel color. It's very rich. It's kind of that luxurious color. So these 2 shades together will be beautiful as well. And I like how matte it is, but it's not flat matte. It's just a rich, deep matte. It is gorgeous and it's not too dark. You can build it, but you can equally just add a very thin and small layer. And it's going to be just giving you a pop of color. And the third shade that I have picked up is that Mauve Sucré, so sweet purple, or yeah, sweet purple in a literal translation. It's a sparkly purple or lavender, I would say. It's probably closer to lavender than purple. There is lavender everywhere this year and I'm really happy. I think it's a beautiful shade. Oh, look at this. It's close to be a very metallic shade. Oh, it is beautiful. It's very metallic. It says it's a satin finish, but it's closer to be a metallic shade than just satin finish, in my humble opinion. But you guys can disagree. I think it's gorgeous. They are beautiful. And even these two shades, the two satin, could be placed together. If you wear this with the Glow Maximizer of Dior, the lilac shade, and the peach one, oh my god, it's going to give you such a beautiful look. Oh my god. Or even this shade with the lilac Glow Maximizer. I think we're in onto something, guys. So these are the 3 shades that I picked up. I skipped on the green, but here is a picture of it. So if you're keen, if you have brown eyes, it's going to be looking beautiful on you. The green shade, that is. So these are the 3 shades for the Ombre Essentielle in this Spring 2025 collection. I also picked up one of the nail polishes. There's 2 nail polishes. There's a green and orange one. So I picked up the orange or peachy shade. It's called Beaute. It's a matte shade and look how beautiful this is. It's so spring and summer. Cannot wait to use it. The other shade was not really my cup of tea, that kind of green shade. It's nice if you're really tan and have that warmer skin tone, but I think on me it's just not really my thing to wear green nail polish, just putting it out there. Then we have, speaking of green, I picked up waterproof long-lasting eyeliner in shade Vert Lagon. That is a limited edition for this collection. It is a stunning eye pencil. Look at this shade. It is just gorgeous. This on a very simple makeup. Wow, it's gonna look beautiful. It's got a little bit of there's no shimmer into it, but it's a bit of a satin finish shade. It's just gorgeous. It's not completely matte. It's got something into it. I think it's gorgeous. Beautiful, and it is waterproof and it's really long lasting, and those eye pencil, they truly are. So they work really nicely on the skin. They stay there forever. And see, now I'm trying to remove it and it doesn't really go. Like, you really have to press hard, so it's not going to move on your eyes. Even if you have watery eyes, it's not gonna move. I also picked up 2 new Rouge Coco Bombs. So in the new collection, we have Honey Bliss and Raspberry Kiss. They're both super high shine lipstick. I love the formula. It's great. It's easy to apply. It's hydrating. I have a bunch of them here in different shades, and these are just gorgeous. So I think there's 6 of them, new shades. And this one is a Honey Bliss. How gorgeous is this? And they are a little bit more pigmented than the previous ones that were just kind of a sheer of color. So this is closer to the candy, whatever YSL lipstick they have. This is very similar. So probably same formula, just different shades basically. And the other one is Raspberry Kiss. So they are hydrating, beautifying, tinted lip balm, buildable color. And I have to say they are very much buildable, which is quite new for the Rouge Coco Bomb, because in the previous year they were not as buildable as this. So this is Raspberry Kiss, just a really nice color. I would say though, because it's a tinted balm, it tends to move on your lip. So in my opinion, and as an advice, I would say wear a lip liner. It doesn't have to be any color. Dior has a really great lip liner that is completely clear and transparent, but it just helps your lip gloss to stay in place and not go over and move out of your lips. So this is what I would apply before applying one of these lip tint. If I compare the two shades, the raspberry is a satin shine finish. The honey kiss has sparkles into it. Maybe a little bit hard to see here, but the honey shade here, honey kiss, has golden sparkle into it. Whereas the raspberry kiss, am I saying the name right? Raspberry kiss and honey bliss, sorry. So honey bliss has some gold sparkle. The raspberry kiss is just a raspberry, but just very, very, very shiny shades. And to complete the collection, there are now two new shades of the blush Jeux Contrast. You have Quintessence and Fuchsia Rose. So this is the new formula of the Jeux Contrast. It's not a new product, it's been around for a very long time, but it is a new formula with a bunch of new shades. I have some very older product that the shades just don't exist anymore, so I picked up two others as well. I'll do a different video on just the Jeux Contrast, but I'm going to show you these two that are part of this collection for spring. So this is Quintessence number 440. It's a lighter pink. It is just a beautiful, perfect pink blush with a neutral undertone. So I'm gonna swatch it as well on my hand. And the other one is Fuchsia Rosa 430 number. A little bit more punchy, but equally really nice. So if you have a deeper skin tone, this is going to look fabulous on you. If you have a very fair to light skin tone, I would say go light-handed and it's going to be looking beautiful on you. They are very buildable product and they are long-lasting. It doesn't say anything on the box, but they are very long-lasting product, very buildable and very easy to work with. They don't tend to be patchy at all. So the first one that I said, Quintessence, just a beautiful pink, very soft, a very neutral shade that anyone can wear, any skin tone, just beautiful. And the other one, darker, but because I've put a few layers, definitely buildable, definitely a little bit more punchy as a color, different shade, but they're both neutral shades. Just gorgeous. I love them so much. They have such easy blush to work with because they are buildable, but not necessarily super pigmented. It's kind of foolproof. It's a foolproof blush. So for today's look and try on, I'm going to start with the oversized palette. I'm going to use the shade here to start with. I'm going to apply it all over my mobile lid. I'm going to try and use as much product as I can to really show you guys. And my brush is from Spectrum. It's the collection with KGH and it's number 11. So easy to apply. It is really, really nice. I had my foundation and complexion done already to save a little bit of time. Oh, I am loving this. How beautiful. It's very soft, but equally very buildable. It's kind of almost my skin color with a lot of shine into it. So I'm gonna come here on the other side. And I like the oversized palette like this because the mirror is much bigger. You can actually use it and see something. And it's not too heavy, and it's not just weird and kind of cumbersome shape or too heavy. This is a really nice shade, and I reckon this shade as a highlighter will be really, really nice. Now I'm going to use my Ombre Essentielle shade Latte Frappé. This is the matte one, and I'm going to use it in the crease. I don't want to obviously pick up too much. It's just going to add a really nice contrast. I've changed my brush for a brush a little bit smaller, just to come really just into the crease. I feel like this shade, Latte Frappé, will be a very, very, very popular shade because it is such an easy shade to work with. It's very neutral, and it has that quiet luxury vibe to it. Oh, I really, really like this collection. Just like this. How nice is this? Back into my oversized palette, I'm going to use the shade here to go under at the bottom of my eyelashes. I think I'm gonna dare to say this is one of their best collection in a very long time. I think there's so much to this collection, and you can do so much with it. This is really, really nice. And to finish, I'm gonna add this light shade here that I haven't used, just in the inner corner, to add just a little bit of luminosity. Add a little bit of pink into the mix, just really nice. Now I'm going to use the Vert Lagoon long-lasting eyeliner as instead of my black eyeliner that I usually put. So I'm going to apply just... So this is the eyeliner without any mascara. I just wanted to show you guys before I apply any mascara, because sometimes when you apply mascara, it tends to dim down and camouflage a bit the green or the shade of your eyeliner. How gorgeous is this? It's got that really, really nice finish into it. It's a deep Vert Lagoon shade. It is beautiful. It makes my eyes look green. I am loving it. So I'm gonna apply now my mascara. This is the eyes done, and I am loving the look. It's very fresh, it's very spring, and we really truly see the green eyeliner. To be really honest, it's not necessarily something that I would have just randomly picked up, but because it was with the collection and I felt like it was really going nicely with it, and I'm so happy I picked it up because it's beautiful. It's a really, really nice shade. Now for the blush, I'm going to use the new one in the Jeux Contraste, the Quintessence. So I'm going to pick up a little brush here. Little angle brush. This is from Sephora, just a regular brush, and so I just want to add a base of pink, and then because I already had cream blush from WESTMAN Atelier, the baby chicken shade Petal, because I feel like I like to layer cream blush and powder blush. It just lasts longer, it gives a better look, and especially on camera. Otherwise, if you're only applying powder blush, it barely shows. So if you're going to an event, or you know you're gonna be on camera, you do need to layer cream and powder blush. So this is Quintessence It's just a really, really nice pink. It's a fresh pink, it's neutral, it's very buildable, very easily buildable. I love it, and it's got a really nice luminosity to it. It's not matte, it's matte, but it's not flat. It's a really, really nice blush. So now I'm going to add, going back to the oversized palette, and I want to add a little bit of this shade here, the pink. So I need a smaller brush. I'm going to take my angle brush here and just come like this, just at the top, since I have my mirror here. So it's kind of a nice repeat of what we have on the eyes already. This is beautiful, and it's very easy to wear. For the lips, I have lined my lip with my Makeup Forever, the new lip liner. This is the Artist Color Pencil Extreme, and the shade is Lively Peony. And I'm going to use the Cocoa Balm in Honey Bliss. And I think this is going to be absolutely beautiful. So this is the final look. I added a little bit of bronzer on my forehead. I felt like I needed a little something there just to add and frame the face a little bit more. And I am using the YSL All Hours Hyper Bronze. This is shade 02, and honestly, this is a beautiful, beautiful bronzer. If you have a dry skin, especially because this is packed with hyaluronic acid and it's really hydrating, it's one of my go-to. So final look, I really, really like it. I think this is one of the best collection of Chanel in a very long time, and I'm not afraid to say it. You guys might disagree, it's fine, but I think so easy to work with. The shades are buildable, they're great, they're not patchy. Chanel is kind of back to the way we like it. I love the Cocoa Balm, I love the shade. This is kind of a neutral lipstick, but it's your lips, but better. It feels really hydrating, not that sticky, annoying feeling, just really, really nice and comfortable on the lips. The Vert Lagoon eyeliner is gorgeous. Like, I think each piece are really, really nice on their own or together. So in my opinion, this is a beautiful collection. A little bit pricey, especially if you're buying the whole collection. But if you're going just for the oversized palette, you can do so much with it. I think on its own, it's a great investment. And it makes me think of, I believe it was 2 years ago, the big palette that came out. This eyeshadow and face palette, it was 957 Tendresse. This is eyeshadow and blush palette, and I have been using it quite a bit, as you can see. And this is just a beautiful palette. So they're equally same format. And I think these palettes are amazing. They are so worth the investment. So if I put them next to each other, obviously they're not the same shade, but it's gonna give you an idea in comparison. So this is the new one, and this is the older version. Equally, same size, but different year. Like now you can see that this one is very much more on the peachy tone. This is very much pink, red and brown. This is peach, bronzy, gold. This is a little bit taupey. This is a little bit pink. But really, really nice collection. I love them. I'm so happy I picked this one up. Great, great, great collection. And it's so easy to apply. And I think it's very easy to kind of put together a really nice and fresh look. This is a gorgeous collection. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. I can't wait to read and answer all of your comments. I am loving the look. I'm really happy and I'm ready for spring, even though right now it is like -5 degrees here and it's dark and it's gloomy, but you know what? Spring is coming at some point in the next 2 months. So I am ready for it. As usual, I will be listing down below description box all the makeup product that I have used for today, the one that I've shown and what I've been on my face as my foundation and complexion. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to receive a notification every time a new video is being posted. I have some exciting new videos coming up. I've got the new bronzer from Dior. I've got more from this collection at Chanel, all the Chanel Allure lipstick. I have Tom Ford coming up as well. So a lot to be looking forward to. If you've liked the video, give it a thumbs up, share with your friends, and as usual, a big thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys.